Hello everyone, welcome to Cyberpunk Red Side Stories titled Maelstrom. Alright, now today we actually have two players. Other two couldn't actually make it due to family obligations. But as what I told them all during session 0, the session will still proceed as long as there's two players present. Because Cyberpunk Red actually allows for that flexibility. And then, because it doesn't use EXP, it uses IP, so the players could always roleplay and even deal with combat situations, even if there's two. So now, without further ado, let's start. Orion and Asher. It's been a week after you obtained the two trucks. The both of you were actually looking at the ledgers, looking at all the information that you have currently from the belonging that you had. Picking up all those items from the truck and then putting them nicely in the warehouse. The other nomad families actually help, together with Bonnie and also Dio. Dio is actually using one section of the warehouse itself for a simple medical tech stuff. And whilst they're looking at all the medical supplies, everything else, Bonnie is in one section looking at others, while you're actually two of you who are actually looking at most of the information. And with the truck actually parked nicely outside, you can see standing next to you, like wood chipper Asher, looking at Orion as Orion sat there nicely on the table, like on the chair with his legs on the table, like a boss, literally. And Woodchipper looks to you, Orion, and she said, "So you must be feeling comfortable right now. A warehouse that you actually have, together you and Asher. And not to mention, I think your business is actually going really well," Woodchipper asked.
Not really. It's just I've been wanting a stretch for a while. I proceeded to sit properly, professionally, and adjusted my suit and looked at Woodchipper. So then, seems that everything is according to plan.
Oh yes, we have everything now. The current avocados, well, we actually have what we need for the night market, and it seems that you have everything that you need. But look at these files. So, most of the items that we actually have currently, it doesn't seem to add up. We do have a certain stuff taken from Biotechnica and also from STREAGA. You heard the name Biotechnica. It's already been that long. It's already been that week. But Biotechnica and STREAGA is still having some sort of dispute. And they're still looking for the culprit. NCPD is being pushed currently right now by the corporation to actually find out who is the bomber that blew up the front entrance of STREAGA building. But for you, Orion, that's just Tuesday to you. But to know what's going on between what's happening between Biotechnica and STREAGA, roll for your education skills businesses. Ooh, first nap.
First net to start the day.
Yeah, first nap to start the day, and then you laugh, you scoff, like you smirk when you heard the name Biotechnica and STREAGA, and they're still looking for the bomber. But this is the thing you know about what's going on inside Biotechnica and also STREAGA. Currently, right now, the businesses is in turmoil. Right now, the corporations is actually pointing fingers at the president of STREAGA, Elliot, and saying that if she does not actually deal with this current situation and find out who the culprit is, or try to actually negotiate a proper deal with Biotechnica, because STREAGA is pointing fingers at Biotechnica is saying that STREAGA is actually the one that actually caused this and trying to actually blame them. So now, right now, the businesses between the two is actually quite staggering. Of course, to you don't really care. This is the best time for you to actually improve your own businesses and even perhaps to even deal with Biotechnica yourself. Now you have the choice to actually head to Biotechnica, talk to the execs there, or even go to STREAGA and talk to the egg. And after that, perhaps even go broker a deal with in terms of other businesses, not that going there and tell them that, hey, I'm the bomber. Gonna do that. But Asher, you know also about this is in is on TV every single time, every single day. A number of people dead, many injured, many seriously injured. But you also, Asher, the only thing you want is the truck. Ask you have been always drive the truck, pick up some items to your shop. Now your business is actually prospered because of this. And not only that, working together with Orion is actually making things much better. But you also heard about the news between Biotechnica and also STREAGA. So now, okay, Orion and Asher, to both of you, you can roleplay.
Well,
I believe I have something to discuss with you, Mr. Asher. This is best a discussion that requires wood chipper to leave the room, if that's possible, milady.
Would
okay.
Chipper looks to you? Well, I have things to do outside, Would Chipper said. And besides, the both of you need to discuss businesses. Oh, if you excuse me, Asher, Orion, I'll be heading straight to Haywood. If you need anything, just give me a call.
Oh, definitely would chipper. Oh, and do thank you for your people helping us in this endeavor of ours.
And Would Chipper then leans over to the wall looking at you, Asher. Oh, another thing, Asher and Orion. Since we have a warehouse this big, and also, uh, would you be okay if you actually head straight to maybe you can actually get some kids to actually work for you. Besides, the orphanage would actually gladly require this much help from the both of you. This warehouse is huge. Perhaps you should actually get some teenagers or maybe some kids to actually help you out. Train them to become better people.
I'll talk to Father Angelo in the old hood where I'm currently staying and see if he knows anybody who needs, simple warehousing work.
Alright. Okay. Would Chipper then say adios to the both of you, and she left.
Well now, partner, do you see him like putting his legs on the
On the
desk?
desk?
Yeah, exactly. I put my legs on the desk and I relax. I just take out a nice Cuban cigar and he's like, authentic Cuban cigar. Not so
And
easily to
proceed
come
to
by too.
stand up and just walked around. Yeah, yes. But I fear we have something else. Something that I've been hiding from you for quite a while now.
Oh.
That I should be telling you. You see, Asher, all of this, the money, the cash, everything about it, is just another step in what I want to achieve. Truly, money can buy anything, but it's not what I'm looking for.
Okay, what are you looking
I
for?
have something to tell you. Well, I have been contemplating and been planning behind your back for quite a while now. Have you heard of Maelstrom, perhaps?
Of course. Who hasn't? Only an idiot who lives on the other side of the world haven't, heard about them. You live in Night City, you're bound into seeing their graffiti or their trademark over excessiveness and of them wanting to become machines and their idiotic machine god. They believe the more
Yes.
augmented they are, the closer they are to perfection. Or so I've been told.
Mm, indeed, you are not wrong there with your knowledge with Maelstrom. You see, I have been there when Maelstrom was first built. I was there when it was raised. I was there to nurture it, build it, and mold it. Use it as a way as plan B, as you can say, to my quest of true peace. Now, you see, I've located a tracking beacon nearby our warehouse, which should be in due diligent time if Maelstrom is. They will be approaching to our locale for in a matter of a few minutes, and they will be stealing as much as they can. But I have everything all planned out and all figured out. Now I understand your past employee, the one that has fondly and kindly enough to lend not only the STREAGA uniform, but other things in mind.
Biotechnica uniform, that's one. And also, come again, you want
Yeah,
you want me to stand idly by and wait for somebody to clear most of the warehouse with my stuff in it.
not all of your stuff. Now, if you notice that actually most of the stuff here is actually just fakes. I've actually swapped them while you weren't looking. This was all just a part of my ingenious plan. Now, you see, my end goal is to really not about the money. We've already obtained that. We've already obtained our position and asset. It's just having, you say, toppling a few chess pieces. Now, Maelstrom will be coming in any time. One of their leaders that called me, and one of a few individuals that he will be bringing, which is by the name of Striker. Now, Striker is a young individual among the few founding members of Maelstrom. He is a key individual in this entire plan and deception. Now, what I plan to do is I'm going to frame this entire thing onto Maelstrom. Now, not only Maelstrom will be involved, STREAGA. Oh my, STREAGA will also be involved in this. I will create, you can say, a greater misunderstanding. You see, one of my few key objectives is to bring STREAGA down to its pitiful knees and watch the city burn in civil wars of
You want to
corporate wars.
trigger. Wait, let me stop you right there. You want to start a fifth corporate war? Are you insane? We just came out of the last corporate war and we barely even recovered. And you want to start a
Orion,
fifth one?
Orion role for education skills, bureaucracy, and also businesses.
I still have luck, right?
You can use your luck. I don't think there's going to be any combat situation because it's only two of you guys. Even if
Mhm.
there is, it's going to be very easy.
14-14.
All right, that's good. Okay, you heard what Asher said. Are you going to be starting a fifth corporate war? No, it's not going to be a war, but it's going to be a syndicate war. A syndicate war is like a shadow war between one small company to the other, taking a small team of people, perhaps edgerunners, that is like hired by both corporations to go against each other. That's how it is. But you can actually say it's a syndicate war, or perhaps you got some other methods. Okay, Orion, continue.
As yes, quite maddening, as you can see. You're not the first man to say that. But quite frankly, so, Mr. Asher, this is the best course of action. Just imagine, as Strega and Biotechnica, I go be at his back and I massage his shoulders and slowly whisper to him, just imagine both of them going to war. We have no rivalries, no utter consequences. We can literally steal from them and they will just blame each other on it.
I
It's
basically
the
like
perfect crime.
I basically stand up. I'm like, go to here in front of you and say, you thought about all that by yourself, but you never thought of the consequences. People like Strega and Biotechnica, they have reach. They have reach that is exceeds anything and everything. I built my network on pleasing such people. Your turn to roleplay. Just excuse me.
Do I start now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, he's just standing there in the corner. Okay. Well, true to that, but I can always say in certain, they're gonna kill each other eventually. They're too busy to bother small fish. They're big fish. Of course, big fish will deal with other big fish. They wouldn't give a damn about us small fish. And besides, wouldn't it be nice to watch the fireworks go up and at 'em?
You heard a knock on the door.
Come in.
Dion speaks out. I'm sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting anything. Dion speaks up.
Well, we are in the middle of a discussion, but make it quick. What is it, boy?
There's some medical supplies here. It seems a bit odd. But it seems that the structure we actually took recently, there seems to be some sort of high-tech, sophisticated drugs. I'm actually trying to actually look in, but however, maybe we need some certain equipment. But perhaps once the two of you are done, perhaps we should actually like head into the R&D room, look into. Darius picks up. That's where he left.
Ah,
Okay.
right on schedule, Mr. Asher. It seems that our accomplices of. Can I roll for deception? I'm just going to assume that they are Maelstrom. So, what should I roll to know if they're Maelstrom or not?
Who is Maelstrom?
The guys that coming for the medical supplies. I feel like they're Maelstrom.
Okay, roll for deduction under education skills. Okay, they could be not, but they'll be coming soon, very soon. So continue conversation with Asher.
Well, Asher, you must understand 90% of the items here are completely fake. I know where they are located, and as you can notice, in that truck contains, yes, very well forged fake high technological items and even our uniforms that we so happily wore as Biotechnica staff. My friend, I am just merely helping the situation. Either you like it or not,
And I can
you technically don't have a choice here.
I
Maelstrom
actually
is
I actually
already on its way.
yeah, and I can still actually have a choice in the matter and a say into the whole thing, you know. I can easily offer Maelstrom the deal of a lifetime. Nobody want to deal with these psychos for a very perfect reason. But if I would give them, I don't know, a space in the night market, shall we say, I have about like what, 70% share? If I were to give them 25% stall, space for them to sell whatever they want, I'm pretty sure they'll follow my lead next. I'm all in for the perfect plan, but what you're suggesting is a bona fide insanity. What's stopping Elliot and Biotechnica from simply, realizing that they did not do that to each other and decided to team up and, shall we say, put a bounty on, the people who have done it?
Here's the thing. Nobody knows it was us to begin with, Mr. Asher.
True, but they will put a bounty on, the unknown person. If both of them said, we didn't do it, and we can, provide evidence that we did not certainly plan on it. I mean, have you checked out the shares of both companies? They're both fluctuating at an accelerated rate that nobody knows which one is currently winning and which one is sinking.
Yes, I have been watching that, and it is quite entertaining. Oh, I just cannot wait. Cannot wait to all unfold. But I have told you my plans, Mr. Asher. But I feel this is the best course of action for us to continue our business.
Oh, no, 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 no,
Eventually,
no, 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 no. This is the best course of action to you. My business evolves around pleasing those in power so I can stay in their shadow. You know the ancient saying, a big man can cast a very small shadow, but a small man could cast a very large shadow. And I spent years cultivating my network. I will not have it all just simply brought down, all because you want to bankrupt two companies? If you want them to, if you want to bankrupt them so much, do it the usual way. Buy the shares at a very small price, then sell it to the highest bidder.
True. But then what's the fun in that? You don't get to see the bloodshed. You don't get to see the civil war. What's the point in that?
Okay,
Don't you see? We want to achieve true peace here, Mr. Asher. Can I roll for intimidation?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Uh,
You can
which
actually
is
roll for intimidation. Okay, it's under actually on up my character sheet. Intimidation is not actually a skill, but actually is part of persuasion under social skills.
social skills,
uh,
persuasion, 17.
versus what?
So I'm trying to persuade Mr. Asher here. So I slowly walk up to him. Don't you see? If these two corporates are already down,
Intimidation, persuasion, okay, or Ash, you need to actually go against that. Is concentration is actually again under awareness.
Okay, concentration. For this one, I'm actually gonna use 2 luck points because I am not proficient in concentration. So this is with +2. There we go.
Right?
Oh
Two,
fuck.
9 plus 2, not enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
you are intimidated by Orion's words. Orion actually speaks. You're
Oh,
slightly
okay.
intimidated by him.
I walk up to him. He notices my eyes are especially bright red. My smile slowly turned into a sadistic smile. You see, Asher, this is all part of my great plan. It's all according to what I want, which is true peace. Slowly walk up to him, a step at a time. You see, this city has lived long enough. The corruption, the men, the women, the children, all of it. It never ceases to end. Every single crime, every single time, no matter what corporation, no matter what you do, it eventually ends up into nothing. Your efforts turn to nothing. Literally, now we're like an inch away, and
Mhm,
I basically took Asher both, basically grabbed him both by the shoulders. I
mhm,
He can feel the eminence, the aura, the sheer evilness that has been hiding in Orion. He's been co- successfully covering it up, and he's showing to Asher. He can feel this evilness coming from Orion.
mhm,
And he proceeded to speak Asher. Don't you want true peace, my friend? Don't you want every one of us to eventually sit down and watch it all burn? Watch everything that they have built turn to absolute dust. They will feel what all of us will feel. Absolutely nothing. I
Okay.
slowly whisper to him.
Just hold on. Just hold on.
Hey guys, continue your role play.
Yeah. What was that? Oh yeah.
Yes, I was slowly approaching to him, menacingly, scaringly, like an interdimensional being out of this world. Eyes red.
Oh god.
You can just feel the essence of evil emanating from Orion. You haven't felt this kind of essence before around Orion. This is the first time ever. You can feel shivers coming up your spine as
It's not D
he's
and D. It's not
literally.
D&D. It's not D&D. But yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
describe
Yeah.
it. So, anyways, his eyes were specifically bright red, and his smile was very white, very wide, very evil smile. It's just that evil wide smile, teeth showing, and he's just looking at you. And then he finally decided to snap out of it. He coughs My apologies, Asher. Uh seems that I been quite on a few drinks. My
Uh,
mind, that was quite a strong drink that I took over.
More like you
You could
forgot
sense that his
to.
mood, that he's already lightened down, and he,
More like you
as
forgot
if
to.
he turned
Oh,
off
okay.
a switch, and he just changed the mood. So yeah.
More like you forgot to take your medication. Anyway, there might be a third option which you haven't considered. Rather than, having the chickens pluck each other out, maybe you can, um, get the chickens to technically, find somebody else to pluck his or her head. I mean, the whole thing with Maelstrom, highly doubt it would work. Maelstroms are technically idiots, and you haven't thought of the plan full through because everybody knows Maelstrom is good in terms of robbing, but not good, in terms of pulling a sophisticated heist such as this. And besides, nobody got killed in terms of the initial heist, my good fellow. Remember, Maelstrom, guns blazing, no plans, no nothing, and they leave a trail of bodies that says we've done it. To say that Maelstrom have done it, this sophistication and the fact, they're gonna ask the initial drivers of the car if they have seen Maelstrom, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna testify into saying, nope, they've seen regular people like us. No augmentation within sight. You haven't thought of that one, did ya? The moment those people talk is the moment they're going to realize that it's not Maelstrom and that somebody is trying to frame Maelstrom for the job. Somebody is trying to frame them up for it. Like I said, Maelstrom are idiots, but everybody knows their style. Guns blazing and no reservation. They're going to know it's a third party involved. I would say
Hmm.
if you want, the corporations to destroy each other, maybe there is a way to
Well,
blame,
don't worry about it. I feel like there's another way that we can deal with Maelstrom. I sense that I actually have a better plan in mind.
I mean, my if I want to alter your plan a little bit, uh, go talk to your people at Biotechnica, and I'll see if STREAGA's hosting any, you know, a goodwill type of a party, so I can lend myself an invitation. And I'll drop Arasaka's name here and there and see, whose chickens are going to be plucking their heads out, trying to find out why. I mean, what we did mounts to an Arasaka slash Militech level of sophistication. Clean, efficient, plus nobody got killed in terms of the initial heist. So, yeah, so people are going to be wondering, is it Militech? Is it Arasaka? Is it King Tao? Is it any one of the other big honchos? Because the moment you drop Maelstrom, and everybody's going to see right through that.
Hmm.
Since you say
Well, how about I have
Maelstrom,
a great idea? I have a suggestion.
mm-hmm.
Now, how about this? We ourselves tell both STREAGA and also Biotechnica that it wasn't part of either, it was all under Maelstrom. And together we shall take them out and swipe clean of Maelstrom. In that way,
There is
we both get a win win situation, and both of us will consider clean to help our wrongdoers
uh
finally trying to,
again, again. You're not seems to understanding my English, my good fellow. They will see through that deception. Maelstrom are, you know, all muscles and augmentation and no brain. The farthest thing they could think of is maybe stealing a shipment of augmentation, maybe weapons, but they usually kill the driver, if not even torture them to death. We did not kill anybody, as in the initial heist. It's too clean, too good to be true, so efficient that it might as well be pulled off by actual professionals, not amateurs. You don't seem to read the skies and the situation. Right now, only a couple of corporations can pull off what we did in such a clean and efficient manner, minus that hiccup you have created after. Say you did not do the explosion and we actually, steal away the heist. You know whose fingers are gonna get blamed into the whole thing? Either Arasaka, Militech, Kangtao, or even the Russian branches as well. They're gonna get blamed for this because it's too, too quick, too clean, and too fast. We pulled it off in a
Then,
record time.
then any suggestions that you would think that it would be better?
Blame our
Roll deduction. Okay, I'm gonna railroad you for this. Roll for deduction.
who?
You.
Oh, okay.
I should roll for deduction.
Okay. Deduction is under education. Ah, here we are. Let's see. Gonna use one luck point. Oh, okay, 17.
Okay. Ryan, actually, I've given you some really good tip. But one thing is, Biotechnica has always been asking you who is the one that actually blew up the truck. But you also want to save Orion at the same time. Orion actually giving you some idea. You can actually use your fixer skills to actually find somebody that could actually make a bomb good enough and also acquire fake goods to be put into the truck. And then you can actually tell Maelstrom, you can drive the truck away and then tell back and with all the stuff together with the bomb, and then you tell Biotechnica, your friend, and said, hey, I know who actually took the item. It's actually Maelstrom. They have the truck right now together working with Orion. We're probably gonna put a tracker on the truck and then call and contact Biotechnica and STREAGA and tell them that, hey, Maelstrom is the one with this. They're gonna then after that, most likely either way, Maelstrom is gonna take the truck because that is the stuff that actually here is gonna be taken away by them in, in any way possible.
Let's see. We do this, we do that. Remove this. Contact Biotechnica and also I'll contact Strega, tell them that Maelstrom did the whole heist thing through external professionals. I just need to see if there is anybody who can build me a bomb that is similar to the one that was in the truck. Exact same component and everything. Since somebody was kind enough to send me a picture, that'll actually be very helpful in terms of building the exact same bomb.
And also roll for bureaucracy and businesses, Asher, and also criminology, all under the same skills.
Okay, first of all is businesses and bureaucracy. And then criminology, which is, where are you? Cryptography. No, is it under, I think it's under technique. Criminology. No.
Nope, it's not. Same skill.
Yeah. Okay, I only succeed on criminology, but I'm pretty sure I failed on the rest.
Okay. You suddenly remember like one particular person. Maybe it's time for you to actually visit the priest and ask him if he knows anybody that's actually really it's time for you to actually ask Orion to actually follow you towards Haywood's location, towards the way the priest is actually located. You can roleplay this with him right now.
You still got your car, right, Orion?
Indeed, I do. I will throw the key to Asher.
I just grabbed the key, throw it back at you, saying, please drive me to the angel,
Holy Mother
to
Church.
the Holy Mother Church, so you can confess your sins, and I can get, absolved of any guilt that I ever was with this stupid thing. So, yeah, chop chop, let's go. You got your sins, you need to be confessed, and you need to be absolved, my boy.
What
Right.
have can I call Dio?
Dio is actually busy looking at the medical supplies.
I'll just knock on the door.
All right, you knock on the door, and then after that, Dio actually asks you to actually enter, and Dio asks, "What is it?"
Are you busy at the moment? I require you to come with me.
There's a number of medical supplies here that I actually need to look into. And besides, Bonnie's out driving, sending out supplies, and picking up some other items from Woodchipper and Richard outside of nights. There's not going to be anybody here in the warehouse other than myself. If you're going to be heading out,
Oh,
you can take
come
the car.
on, Dio.
Roll for persuasion
Roll
and
for
the social skills.
persuasion.
You failed by 1 point. It's actually 15. Dio then said, "I'm sorry, Orion. I really have to stay here. I have to
Hmm.
write down all, and I need to wait for Bonnie to."
And here I thought we could adventure like the old days. I pinch his cheeks. He
He actually
always
slaps your hands away and said, "No, I'm not a young boy. Besides, I'm busy right now. To it, look into other matters. Something that you could do. I got things to do, and you got things to do."
try not to bury yourself too much in work. You look dreadful after your work's done.
Hmm.
Besides, you're already good looking. It would be a shame to make that handsome face go to waste with all that work.
Sure, but I'll be here by the time you come back.
Alright, take care.
Right?
Okay, let's go, Asher. Time to be your driver, I guess.
Okay, let's see. Where are you? Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then the both of you actually head out and head straight towards the car outside the warehouse and drove towards the Holy Mother Church. And then you park the car outside and head inside the church itself.
1 second. Let me just quickly play the thing. Where's the ambient section? Ah, here we are. Wait.
Right, as you enter the church, Asher and Ryan, you can see the church just stacked nicely on the left and the right. You can see the walls and candles being lit. You can see the priest in the other end, behind the altar, speaking out. You only see a number of people sitting. You see a beautiful woman with shoulder length, sitting at the side on the left, slightly bruised and cut. And you see a man sitting next to her, also bruised up, and burns on his body and burns on the woman's arm. You're not too sure what they have faced, but you do not want to stand there and actually ask. You notice that the woman, this young beautiful woman, kneeling there, her head down, seemed to be praying. And then as you go further up, Asher, you notice the priest that you're here looking for. The priest actually notices and then walks slightly and then to greet you.
Father
And then after that,
Angelo, ciao. And how are you?
Ugh.
okay,
I,
all
st-
right.
I
Orion, when you
Ugh.
hear, you're like, "Ugh." Like rub your hands. You roll for concentration check, right? Awareness skill, concentration under awareness.
Concentration under awareness.
Okay, you pass. Now roll for body skills, resist torture drug. Body skills, resist torture drug. And you fail. You're like, ugh. Okay. You're actually supposed to lose 1d6 humanity the moment you actually enter. So roll 1d6.
1d6.
You lose 3 humanity points. Humanity points on your cat is on. The moment you enter the church, you don't like feeling of church. For the being that you are, you'd rather be in some other But as you walk up, you decided not to walk too fast. You walk slowly as you see others. You do only see maybe 5 people in this church and rest of the. But Father Angelo looks to you, Asher, and said, Charles, you look worried. Seems you have questions, judging by the way your eye. And it's not often that you come here seeking guidances.
True, I don't awfully come, that often. Busy with work and life, and I realize my responsibility towards the church has been lacking, but alas, life. Father, I'm pretty sure a man with stations such as yours have had people with troublesome past, with explosives and everything, who comes to you in confidant.
Yes, there is, child. There are few, and there are many. The good ones are mostly gone. The bad ones blew themselves up. But that is life in Night City. I can actually give you the con. It's not matter. But why do you need such a person?
Well, I recently came across a bunch of Night City, amateurs of the bomb squad who wanna students basically in the police academy, and they're lacking in the equipment department, especially around explosives. They only use standard base explosive, not something, anybody can just build and they can pass, but they want to practice on explosives that is built by an outsider so they can gain actual experience.
I believe I might know one person. Or a boy, perhaps. It's like his name is Different Griffin. A young boy, really good with his hands and electronics. You can actually find him at an orphanage nearby. He's not far from here, of course. Young children that lost their families from the combat zone of Night City. Here's the location. He sent you the deeds.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Father Angelo, and next Sunday Mass I'll be sure to sit in the front row seat with everybody else by their side. I hope that...
Father Angelo said, well, your sister is here. She has been here for hours. It seems that she have some confession to do.
Oh, are you kidding me? I whispered to myself, my eyes bloodshot red. Oh, are you kidding me?
The holiest place with the unholiest person. What could possibly go wrong? Anyway, I simply look at him, give a respectful
Orion is Mephisto in disguise.
I just simply give a respectful bow to Father Angelo as I leave, and as I notice my sister, I just simply, look up to her and say, "Hey sister, what are you doing here? I hope everything's okay with you."
Your sister looks to you. I'm here contemplating on what to do next. I'm here with a friend of mine, Remy. He looked at Remy. Remy just sat there. He just waved his hand. And Elena then said, Remy, this is my brother. He has always been there for me. And then Remy said, bowed his head, it's nice to meet you. And your name is? Remy asked.
My name is Asher, and Asher Graves. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Remy. I hope everything is okay with you.
Everything's okay with me, Asher. So it's nice to meet you, but I'm here contemplating on... And this is the only peaceful place. But as you excuse me, he kneels as the door actually closes. And Elena looks to you, Asher. Perhaps one day, perhaps, brother, I'll see you once I'm more free.
Oh, definitely.
Together with Remy, perhaps.
Definitely. We'll talk once you're, a bit more free. Until then, I'll be seeing you as he basically walk outside and yeah, when he basically like reaches the door, he just like lights a candle to absolve his sin and just simply walks out.
Right. Okay. Orion rolls his eyes the moment you did that. And then you told Orion where to go next. The orphanage to look for this young boy, Stephen Griffin, you think to yourself. Who is
Add to
that?
list. Kill the priest. End quote.
Alright. Okay, Orion and Asher. As you arrive at the orphanage, you can see someone actually talking to a man outside the orphanage itself. He have long hair, wearing some sort of leather jacket. What seems to be standing there is a man with a tattoo, or mohawk on his head. Perhaps one of the bozos, you think to yourself. Or what's a bozo gang doing? But it seems to be talking about trivial. But as you enter, you can see a young. Hey, mister. Um, are you here looking for some particular person?
Indeed that I am, little guy. Perhaps you're able to help me and my partner over here. We're looking for someone by the name of Stephen Griffin.
Stephen Griffin? I don't know of anybody called Stephen Griffin, but if you're looking for Declan Griffin, well, you're looking at him. He points his thumb at him.
Hmm.
That's me.
Oh,
I'm Dio. Oh, kidding. I'm Declan.
oh.
Declan Griffin.
Well, you saved us plenty of trouble, little guy. Hmm. He basically, looks and stares at that dirty couch. He's like, let's go over to that couch over there. And as I have a small request out of you, per se. He
He
basically,
stares. He looks at Orion. Orion, you look at the orphanage and kids that lost their families due to the combat zone of Night City. You don't feel sorry for them. They were just in the way and hit by bullets. So what you do, Orion?
Uh, I told myself, hmm. And they called me mad for trying to destroy Night City over this. And then I
But
basically pat the head of the child.
you pat the head of the child while Asher sitting down on chair. And Declan looks to you, Asher, and said, "Tell me, mister, if you're here looking for me,
you're breaking up. Uh,
breaking up." The
but
boy is actually asking
Mhm.
asking you, "What do you want?"
Well, Father Angelo was kind enough to point us at you, little man, because you have a particular set of skills which I actually need.
Huh. Well, and what do you need?
I basically take out my agent and say, if I were to hypothetically say for you to build me a piece of explosive that looks exactly like the one in the picture, I need it to, let's just say I need it to match everything in the picture, down to the smallest detail, from the screw size down to the colors of the wiring. Are you able to do that?
Hmm, perhaps I have some tools for this. Huh. He looks at it and said, I know what this is. You want to blow up something, don't you?
It's a yes and a no. The something will blow up. Sadly, it will be
Tell
a
you what, tell you what, mister. I'll do this. All of this will cost a certain amount of money, which you give. But also at the same time, I'll do this, which is actually in a black and white rule. True, there are costs to creating bombs.
Mhm.
And also, the boy said, and also at the same time, I want to work with you and that man over there. I don't feel like staying here. I want the both of you to be my daddy.
Um Him.
Orion, you heard that. Daddies? And then after that, both of you roll for awareness concentration check.
Okay.
Can I roll for my gun instead?
Nope. Right, Asher 10, pass. Ryan, like, what?
You know,
Daddies?
he just
You're like, you're holding the holster of your pistol when you look at this Declan Griffin. And then the boy said, I was joking about that. Besides, I would like to work with both of you, misters. Two of you look so well dressed that you must have a lot of things to compensate, a lot of money perhaps in your purse. But I want to work with you. But in other case, I want you to bring together with me and tell that man outside the room that you to bring me out of this place.
How about this, kiddo? I'll let you work under me. You can, pretend to be my son on the exchange that I get the sole services of that particular set of skill of yours. Do we have a deal?
Right.
I'll give you,
Roll persuasion.
okay. Persuasion.
You may need to use whatever luck you have,
That's okay.
leftover luck.
Yeah, I have.
Can I
Yeah,
can I
I have.
can I help Asher?
Yeah, you can. You can.
Okay.
I'll just tell the kid that's a really good idea because you following me is also not a good idea, kid.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you roll first before I.
Dimension hopping.
Dimension hopping, you're not gonna survive, kid. What? Concentration.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Yeah.
Persuasion.
Sorry. Yeah, persuasion under social
Social.
skills. Yeah, social. Oh, 20.
Okay.
That's already beat. That's already beat the DC, the DV.
I'm gonna use all my 3 remaining luck points. So yeah, here we go. Oh, okay.
Here we go. Oh, 20 also.
Yeah,
All
20.
right. The boy said. He shakes your hand, both your hands.
Mhm.
Then it's a deal, mister. Besides, my friends, my name here, they call me Declan Griffin, but my friends call me Brick.
Interesting. Well, I'm Mr. Asher Graves, but if I have to give you a name since you are going to be pretending to be my son, how about we call you Damien? Damien Graves. New name,
Damien Graves.
new life,
Well,
new persona for you. After all, you are gonna be my
you
son.
see somebody walks in. So you see one man with a mohawk. So I seen you, Brick. So, Brick, I guess this is your lucky day, boy. It seems that they're gonna be taking you away streets. So if you want to take Declan together with the sister, it's gonna cost you, sir. For you to sign this document under the law of Night City. Orion and Asher, he points to you a document, crumpled up paper, seems to be like written to keep rich. You actually look at the paper itself and then
Wait.
What?
wait,
You're
no.
breaking up. You're breaking up.
Yeah,
Shit.
you're breaking up.
Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It just that when you speak,
All
it
right.
suddenly you.
Roll for education skills. The moment he passed you that paper,
Mhm.
roll for cryptography.
Okay, cryptography.
Both of you under education skills.
Okay. All right.
Education skills.
Okay, it's a pass. All right, Orion. It looks authentic enough. Yeah, perhaps written by Night City. When you look at it, well, because you haven't seen this type of paper, Asher type of gimmicks and forgeries before. This is a forgery. He says that you need to pay about 1,000 euro dollars to actually get the boy and the. But you can actually get the boy and the less than that.
I just simply like
I look at Asher. Told him. Uh, I look at Asher and I look at this gentleman. Can I discuss with my partner for a while?
Yeah, sure. He walks away.
Asher.
yes.
Uh, I have a proposition.
Grab the boy and run.
Well, no. I have a suggestion for you.
Which is take the boy and
I
run.
will. Well, it's kind of that, but a set of skills for the man.
Mm.
I'll describe him, and you run away with the boy. Is it possible?
No, because
Not run away per se. Just walk out of here. Don't worry
You
about it.
guys do know you can afford 500
yeah, yeah,
euro
yeah, yeah,
dollars.
yeah.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
don't.
Wait,
We
wait,
can
wait.
use it for other
Yeah.
things.
Wait, wait.
You guys got the money already.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, wait. I just basically say this. I've seen better forgeries in a candy store better than this. Trust me, the whole thing is a big fat scam. I don't know who wrote it for them, but they could seriously use improvement. They got the wrong ink, the wrong font, plus they use a century-old stamp.
Asher, my friend. Just let me take the lead, and you take the boy out of here. Besides, after you brought me out of that church, I needed some stress relief.
Just let me handle this more diplomatically. You can growl from afar.
I just
You can just growl from afar.
I just
Look,
put
man.
my fingers on Asher's lip. Shh.
Shush me.
You brought me.
Shush me. Like I said.
Shh, shh. You brought me to a church.
And your
I
point?
hate churches.
Well,
I hate churches.
you should
So
have
let
said
me
so. You should have said so from the very beginning. Besides,
just let me do it. Just let me do it.
okay, let's
Okay.
see how you will.
Griffin looks for both of you. You two are interesting. I like to work for both of you.
Oh, trust me.
Okay.
I'm far from being interesting. I'm an enigma wrapped in a little mystery.
I walk up to the individual.
He looks to you with his mohawk high up, like yes, with his tattoo on his body. And what do you say, Ryan?
I proceed to grab him by the belt buckle.
Okay, and then
You beat him up.
No. I proceed to grab him the belt buckle
you proceed to
And-
grab him with a belt buckle. If
quite
Alright.
tightly, quite
Okay.
tightly.
now,
And I whisper to him.
wait first.
Uh-huh.
You need to roll for a skill for this, okay? Because
Okay.
it's more like a confrontational skill because most people do not want to be taken like that, alright, at first. Now you actually need to roll for brawling versus his brawling. You roll for brawling first.
I use 3 of my luck points.
Alright.
Hup!
Okay. Alright, I roll. Okay, I failed. Okay, you managed to grab in a belt buckle. You're like, whoa, what are you trying to do? Try to push you away, but unable to. But during
And
this
then
moment,
I whisper to him, I had a really stressful time today. I was drunk. So can we go upstairs and let me entertain you for a while?
right. Okay, Asher, you actually like roll for lip reading, Asher,
Okay, lip reading.
for the skills.
Oh yeah.
No, no, awareness skills,
Yeah. Awareness skills, lip reading.
Okay. You see what actually Orion said from his lips. And then after that, like, whoa, okay, was doing. But Orion roll for persuasion for that. Under social skills.
Persuasion.
Oh, okay. And then the man said, whoa, I don't really swing that way. Do you see the man? But, well, I can't resist since you're a very beautiful man.
Then I stroke him. I stroke him by the cheek, and then I give like a signal from my hand to fucking move. To Asher, like, move.
I simply just turn to the kid and say, "You said you have a sister, right? Grab your sister and let's go. I'll be waiting in the car. Let's walk out of here."
Just actually follow.
And
Yeah, quickly rush towards the car. And you drive away and leave
Hey,
Orion to his fate.
give me
hey,
10 seconds, okay?
like you want to give him good time, and he understands good time does not take 10 seconds. So he's like, he just sends you a text message saying that meet you at the shop. Oh, by the way, I don't, wait.
He got no transport though. This guy will probably chase after Orion and probably beat him.
Yep.
And he
Alright.
can beat Orion up.
All right, just give me 10 seconds. Just wait me in the car.
Okay, he's like,
All right.
getting to know the kids, and
I proceeded to uh, pull the man to me and kiss him.
All right.
Roll
Okay.
for? Do I need to brew brawling for this?
You try to actually subdue the man. Oh, he's actually very willing. But whether your character is gay or not, that one I'm not too sure. Or you're forcing your character
No,
to do this.
I'm bisexual, so don't worry about it.
All right. Okay. So if you're
I
bisexual,
quote unquote chose this. So.
all right. Okay. You chose this, so it should be all right. So you don't have to roll for anything, and then you did that.
Right.
Okay.
So
Then what you want to do?
I push him on the bed and
Mm-hmm.
basically said, I hope you don't mind if a little bit of fun times. So I proceeded to turn him around
Mm-hmm.
and I take a piece of cloth nearby
All right.
and I gently and seductively close his eyes with the cloth and tie it.
All
But
right.
to his unawareness, I am tying it in a dead knot,
Mm.
so
Okay.
he cannot take it out. When that happens, I stroke his chest. Stroke his chest. I
That's more than 10
open.
seconds,
Yeah, I know, no. Just I struck his chest. I proceeded to open his belt, and I basically slowly walk away, going down the stairs, and I just bolted.
All right. You like quickly jump to the car. The car door opens with Asher on.
Great, Asher said it's be right back. Oh, come on.
All right. Okay, Asher. It took like slightly more than 10 seconds, but you floor it. You're not really good in driving, but you drove. This orphanage don't know where you stay, and neither do they have security cameras. So this is an old orphanage where you actually brought the young boy and the young sister together with him straight towards the warehouse.
Tasted like fish.
It like tastes like kibbles, think to yourself. But then after driving back, then you see the boy. Let me reveal the young boy as Brick and the young sister.
welcome to my warehouse. Don't worry, it's not the actual home. My actual home is much prettier than this place, but everything you need is inside here to build me the device in question. I just needed to be 100% matching everything you see in the photo, down to the smallest of all details.
All right, sir. Anything you need. But all this thing will require money. Roughly about maybe perhaps 500 euro dollar. You're probably done in about a week or less with my sister's help.
Oh, your sister can help you, and I'll give you 1,000 if you can even finish it in 3 days.
1,000? Sure. We'll do our best, sir. Or dad. He looks to you.
I proceed to knock on the door. Toc, 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 while Asher is having the conversation with the children. It's not like I want to give that much of a damn until Maelstrom. I will want to talk to Asher in private later about break. So I knock on the door.
All right, you knock on the door. Rio was actually still busy. But Asher, you actually gave the talk. You actually want them to actually create the device. And after you're done, you actually head straight room, your meeting room. Really. Since this is actually the warehouse actually given to you by Woodchipper and also Richard. Okay, while you actually sat there on the desk, okay, now Orion, you actually talk to Orion. Talk to Dio. Dio looks to you and said, what is it?
I look around. Is there any cameras in this?
No, not now. Cameras installed unless somebody wants to install cameras. That's because, as I said, there's no techie in the group. Or if there's a techie, they'll probably as far as a camera. But Brick here is a tech, not that high level. Okay.
Still busy with work, Dio.
Yes, there is.
Hmm.
Because many of the cyberwares that I found, many of them are sophisticated, especially from Biotechnica. I'm trying to actually figure out what's actually here, what's actually on. But I need somebody of high level, more
I
techy.
I kept hearing him, and then I
And then
proceeded to sit on his lap. I
you sit
proceeded to
on his,
sit.
you sit on his lap, and he was like, "Whoa,
Uh, that's it. Nothing more.
yes." What
And
would
then,
what would he think if he were to find out what's going on? Besides, I don't swing that way. And
uh,
but just tell me straight, what do you want?
I just threw him a piece of I don't know, some debris or something to his face. No fun. Just keep a watch out on for Maelstrom.
Yes, I will. They'll be back. They'll be here, perhaps days, perhaps. But once they're here, you will know. They will most likely contact you.
But if you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Of course. As you said. And then after that, then you head straight to where Asher is. Discussion.
So how are the children?
They're doing okay. They should be done from the device within 3 days. And let me call my friend at Biotechnica to give him some good news so he can, start dangling some reward for myself. And yeah, let me actually also, I'll call him and then I'll see if I can give Elliot a call. By now she
No,
could.
you can't give Elliot.
Oh,
You can't give Elliot a call. Your level is not high enough
oh
to
yeah,
call
yeah,
the
yeah, 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 yeah. True, true, true.
STREAGA. You can only call the executives, the lowest level exec.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, yeah. After that, I'll call STREAGA and see if I can, get a carrot from them.
You better make it quick. I sense that Maelstrom is around the corner.
Mm-hmm. I basically call Johnny at Biotechnica.
Right, roll for luck.
Okay, since I used all my luck, so here's to please work.
Nope, you failed. Like the number you have dialed is not in service currently.
Hmm.
Or I am away. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
I just simply saying, as soon as like I hear the beep for the message, I just simply say, Johnny, my boy, do call me back. I have some really spicy good news for you. So dangle that carrot for me and call me as soon as you hear this. And then,
All right.
I hang up.
All right, now you hang up.
Well, he's currently unavailable, most likely in damage control mode, being yelled at, or worse. I just hope he's, gonna call me back so I can tell him this bits of good news. What do you have for me?
Hmm, nothing much. All that poor. Well, we did save 500 from the kid, so we got the children for absolutely free, and you don't have to worry about that.
Hmm.
And you're gonna pay 500 or 2,000 for that. Huh.
I was gonna say he should work for me and give me a percentage of whatever he's earning from the whole operation because let's just say that shabby work, it could use a little bit of a professional touch. I mean, come on, man. Obvious, I can pretty much make forgeries much more prettier, much more legal than that. I would have, made them all work for me. In the exchange, I become their sole supplier of forged documents. I get a
But
cut from every single document.
I
65.
have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Brick, that person, that little kid right there, I see potential. We're gonna bring Maelstrom down to begin with, but I feel like if we're cutting ahead of the Hydra, it's gonna grow eventually. How about we give the kid Maelstrom?
Excuse me?
Think about it. Brick, I can sense the man, the boy, at such a young age, has the potential, has the political movements, and has that kindness that Maelstrom lacks. If you have a gang in the streets working for you, their daddy, ugh, then you would practically have eyes on the road and a valuable asset, wouldn't you agree?
I would definitely disagree. I see that boy's potential. It should be invested in, working for someone like me in a nurture, more secure
Well,
environment.
yes, he is still working with you, but he controls a group. He still works for you, but
Yeah,
he is
this,
under Mail.
the,
It means that he
Okay,
controls
Orion,
Maelstrom.
now you have to be a post roll already. Okay, persuasion versus concentration. Orion persuasion, Asher concentration. For you don't have any luck, just roll.
okay.
Hup!
Oh,
Mm.
concentration. I'm gonna fail this for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Yep.
I knew it. I knew it. I mean,
You heard.
ugh.
Now you need to role play accordingly.
Mhm.
Orion actually said this boy can be nurtured to actually take Maelstrom down. You actually agree with this. Okay, you are going to nurture this boy to become as good as you, but one day he's also going to take over Maelstrom
Mhm.
as part of the gang, but he'll also still be under your tutelage because you're going to grow old, Asher.
Oh yeah,
You don't have a
definitely.
family.
Yeah, definitely. I'll raise him up and put him on the path to take over Maelstrom, but I'll do it my way.
Understood.
I mean, taking over those
Okay.
idiots are, it's a let's just say it's not the toughest thing that anybody can do, but at least if he has to do it, he'll do it with style and precision, and yeah, he'll be like his old man. And
Ugh.
my
All right.
my lineage
Understood.
is secure. But his sister, however, I got plans for his sister.
The sister's name is Dylan Griffin, but after getting the two kids for free, of course, and because the orphanage is not actually registered, so getting the kids out from the orphanage is, but going back there again to get the other kids possible because they're probably going to be targeting Orion unless. But for Asher, yeah, Asher, you can just walk in and out. It's like if you just change your outlook and how you dress, so it's like during your acting. But now because we're having these two kids, Rick is probably gonna one day to grow up under your tutelage, Asher, and perhaps even Orion. And then one day is that if you manage to take Maelstrom down, you can actually place him in Maelstrom with the other new gangs and other new members that's going to together with the leader. And hopefully this young Brick as he grows up doesn't end up recruiting another person that might overthrow in the future, you think to yourself. But now, while Brick is actually building the special item for you, the two bombs for the truck, once Maelstrom actually arrives, it's probably going to take days, at least, a short time. And then Orion actually gave Maelstrom and
Give what?
Orion, you told Maelstrom to actually give you a few days to arrive.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
could have arrived today, but you called them up and to delay it and said, hey, come back by, and then we'll have everything for you ready by then. And during this time, also, Asher, you actually fake items, made items, even some simple level 1 techies can even do to actually put into the truck, which is not that valuable. But you actually need to still throw money to actually get these fixes to actually work for you. So during this time, then I will let you two roll for your gigs for the week. Roll first.
Okay, mine is a D6, but let me just check my rank. Yeah, it's a rank
So, how,
4.
what do I roll?
Just roll a d6.
D6.
All right.
Then Aizen will check the listing.
Okay, let me go to
6 and 2.
yeah, let me check where is, yeah, here we are. Cyberpunk screenshot. Yours is an exec. What's your rank as an exec?
Rank 4, I think.
Uh,
Because he didn't level up his rank.
Oh, okay. If it's a rank 4, you rolled a 2, right?
yep.
Yep, roll 2.
Nothing happens. You gain 0 0 eddies, and the corporation was not impressed. And you lost a
Hmm.
bonus. The bonus went to someone
Yeah.
else. So you gain
Yeah, that
0.
means during the meeting, Orion's meeting with Biotechnica Strega, they didn't actually listen to him. So he got zero, no money, nothing during that week. Okay, now for Asher.
Since I rolled a 6, I gain a 300 eddies. Bought a brought in rare illegal and or a very hard to get item for a client,
Hmm.
which is
Okay.
my whole thing basically now is 3K, flat 3K.
Hmm. All right. Okay, now flat 3K. Now it's like soon you're gonna be meeting up with Maelstrom. After that, then you will have the conversation, and then you need to actually contact Biotechnica, and then after that, also Orion need to execs from not Asher though. You have to be Orion actually contact Strega because Strega is like maybe you want to have that meeting. Maybe you want to talk to the lower ex. To maybe you actually need to tell them actually where you can actually get the truck. But only time will tell, and this will probably be this week. So Monday also on the and then let's hope everything goes well, and then to be continued.